Happy Friday Eve, everyone who's tuning in, and welcome into the new year. It is 2024. I'm joined today by Joel, and today I am Theo instead of Matt. But
Joel, you mean Joel? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mateo. ¿Cómo está? Me llamo Joel. ¿Y tú?
Yeah, I'm really rusty on my Spanish.
Google Translate.
But the funny thing
sorry,
is, man,
folks, we're trying to brush up on our Espanol. Get us ready for Barcelona, Spain. Just having a little fun here, guys.
Speaking of Spain, you know what? I might as well change the background real quick because we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. We'll be going. In case you didn't know, this is kind of a part one of two live stream. Today, we're just going to be talking about the fact that we're going to Spain. We're going to be talking about ISE, what it is, what you can expect from it. We're going to talk a little bit more about, since we're talking about Europe, maybe another trade show that's going on right now in Europe that you might be interested in. But first things first, we have a comment from Tintin Olden. He says, "Hello from Norway. How's it going, brother? We're really glad that you're tuning in. I hope it's not too cold over there. I don't know about you, but it is getting cold here in Texas."
It is good. Yeah, it is getting cold here. I mean, California, they'll probably call us babies because it's not that cold there. But this morning, before coming, traveling to the office to check the weather, 34 degrees Fahrenheit, and I know freezing temp is 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 degrees off, that's basically freezing temperatures right there.
I think it's supposed to get down to like 13 degrees tonight here in Texas in Fahrenheit. I know a couple places. I've got some friends that are over in some other places of the world, and it's like negative 15 Celsius right now. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, Celsius, yes, not in Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
like Celsius.
In Celsius. I'm like, geez, man, that is quite the cold front. So, Joel, actually, you know what? Our producer, he went ahead and let us know that we actually had an avalanche in Tahoe.
Oh, wow. That is right. I just, heard about that too. He's discussing it this morning, and I just checked the news. Yeah, yesterday, like a big in Tahoe, like Tahoe, I forgot what, Squaw Valley, or it was called Squaw Valley before, but it's called the Palisades. Palisades is the new name now. A few. Unfortunately, there was one casualty, and it's crazy. There were some warnings on a possible, avalanche warnings prior to the day, but I mean, they said that it's absolutely normal to have ski places, resorts open during snowstorms and things like that. It's normal, so it's not like I don't hope no one's pointing fingers, stuff like that. It's just very unfortunate. But I mean, it's snowy season, rainy season here. Down in the Bay Area means snowy season up in the up in the mountains. So and it was raining really hard just this past weekend, last week. So you could expect that it's going to be really like crazy up there, the weather wise. But I mean, you can't foresee, I mean, with avalanches, stuff like that, they're still looking for what the cause is. They don't know exactly where it started or the cause. So just prayers out to the people out there, and hopefully everyone else is safe.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, winter is in full swing now. Christmas is over and the New Year, but with that comes like the winter, so it's going to get colder. But thankfully where we're going, it's not going to be too cold, right, Joel?
Yeah, it'll be a little. I know.
I hear Spain is quite nice this time of year.
It's usually
In other related news, I'm just going to kind of derail what we've been talking about here for a minute. But I just saw some new news that Bill Belichick is now parting ways with the Patriots as of today.
That's right, your Patriots.
Yeah,
Patriots, no, it's good.
That's pretty wild. I mean, that's what, 24 seasons with the same team.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
even
insane.
before Brady too, right? I think he didn't get
Uh-huh.
Brady till I think like his a few years into his tenure. But yeah, I mean, we're just talking about that too the other day that because Pete Carroll, he's the coach for Justin still Justin, hey Justin from
Yeah, I
Ireland.
was about to say, Justin, thanks for tuning in, brother.
Still,
We really enjoyed having you on. But absolutely, if there's one thing that I have ever learned, regardless of where you're going, always have a coat. Always have
yeah, at least one, yeah, right. At least one at nighttime. You go out at night, might be warm or whatever during the day, but who knows in the evening. And so good tip. We should have that actually on the next. Maybe the next episode, like tips on, going to the show.
Yeah,
I think we did that on the
previous.
previous.
We'll add that.
So
let's go ahead and actually cut away from all the off-topic stuff, and let's go ahead and dive into a little bit about the topic today, which is going to be ISE, right? Just general ISE. So what it is, what you guys can expect. We'll be talking a little bit about what we're going to do, but we're not going to talk about everything we're bringing or the specifics of that. That's going to be saved for next week, or not next week, but the next live stream. So if you want to hear more about our game plan, what we're doing, some of the more specific stuff, that's going to be the following live stream. So Jolski, do you want to go ahead and take it away with just a general overview of ISE?
Yeah. Oh, but before we get into the integrated systems Europe, we got another question.
It's not a question. It's just Tintin saying he started a podcast 4 years ago, man. Congrats. Glad that you're continuing going, man. It is definitely a grind, but
it is, yeah.
It's 110% something that you got to keep going on. Maybe we can get something going between us, but
yeah, maybe we could even
on LinkedIn, brother.
Yeah, we could get tips, pointers from him from them as well, because we're kind of just started with 1 year in, or maybe a little like 10 months in, but yeah, I mean we're still learning the ropes too. So any feedback would be totally appreciated. But getting back to integrated systems Europe 2024, Matt. So I know you're a young guy. What did you do on your 20th birthday? Or when you turned 20, how did you celebrate?
When I turned 20, that's actually a really good question. You say I'm a young guy. Sometimes I wonder about that because I'm thinking back and I'm like, why don't I remember this? Actually, you know what? I think my 20th birthday, I went to Disneyland.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was
Disneyland or
Disneyland
Disney
with
World?
the family. Disneyland.
Oh,
yeah,
Disney. Okay. Have you ever been Disney World?
For me, I have. So just a quick little fact about me. I'm a February baby, but myself, my sister, and my mom, all of our birthdays fall within a week of each other. So like literally within 7 days, all three of our birthdays happen. So usually it's not like a planned thing for one person. It's like, okay, what are we all doing as a family for the birthdays?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just one time. Yeah, it's a lot simpler, more convenient. You save money, I guess, if you have just one party as opposed to 3 separate. Oh, cool. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I remember, let's see, 20. At 20, I mean, it's not really, well, me, I was more like, it was in between those years. So when I turned 18, I was super excited, right? I think the first thing I bought, I went to a liquor store, I bought a lottery ticket, the California lottery to play, and because I just wanted to be carded. That was my thing. I just wanted someone to ask me, show me some ID, and then I can, boom, prove to them that I am legal age. So that was the first thing. And then so after 18, it's kind of like you wait till you're 21, right? That's the next kind of milestone, I guess. You could go to Vegas, you could gamble or whatnot. So, so at 20, I think it was just, nothing really. No big celebrations. But that's, between us, I know for big milestones like this for events or for businesses, companies. But in this case, the ISE event, it is the premier pro AV and system integration show in the world. They will be celebrating this year, this show, their 20th year anniversary. So congratulations to the whole ISE, foundation, the event, everyone who puts it together. I know Avixa and Cedia present this show, so they do a good job all the time putting this together. But yeah, so I mean, this will be their 20th anniversary. So for people who are just, I guess, new to ISE, like we were, like say last year, that was our first year exhibiting at that show. It is the world's leading pro AV and audiovisual and systems integration exhibit. 20 years ago, actually, when it first started, they were in Geneva. So I believe that's in Switzerland. But yeah, so the very modest starts to now where it's grown. So this year, actually, they are anticipating it will be their largest event ever. The show floor has expanded to about 17% larger than last year. I heard it's about the whole venue is about 30 football fields. So man,
what is that in actual measurements for the most of our audience? Two
new halls. So this one, I think they said it was hall 1 and 4. Those were closed last year's show, but since it's bigger, they're opening new halls, halls 1 and 4. There'll be 80 new exhibitors. And just some new events as well that will be at this show is, like, for instance, they'll have a very cool anniversary treasure hunt. So this one, they said that visitors, they'll have, they actually introduced this last year in 2023. I don't recall seeing anyone. I guess maybe because obviously we weren't included in the as one of the exhibitors, but at least neighboring exhibitors you would find out. But they had, I guess you have QR codes, so visitors will go, from exhibit to exhibitor, go to different places. You'll get prizes, ISE prizes, at each place, and then I guess if you complete it all, you'll be included in the final drawing, which is I don't know what their main prize is, but I'm anticipating something big.
I would assume it's going to be something good, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, those are always fun, like those treasure hunts, scavenger hunts. I think our partners, Audinate, I don't know, I can't remember if it was IBC or ISE, but they did something. They had the scavenger hunt, and I thought it was just ingenious. I thought it was a very fun type of activity that they can do that kind of promotes their product as well, but also like the industry, right? So just things like this.
Just to put you on pause really real quick, I just want to address this question. So first of all, thank you for tuning in, because I know that you said you're new to our stream here, and you're asking what our agenda is. Basically, just to give you a quick overview of what we're trying to do is, we're BZBGEAR. We are a pro AV manufacturer. Essentially, our goal with the podcast or live stream, whatever you want to call it, we just want to cover some of the AV topics, whether that's stuff that's directly related to us, like new products we're bringing out, or stuff that's going on in the industry, like, for example, ISE that's coming up. And obviously we're going to ISE, so that's a big reason why we're covering it. But we also just want to cover general, like, pro AV stuff. So sometimes we'll cover stuff like, what's 8K? Is it valuable? Is it going to be something that you need to start looking out for? Do you need to care about it? Stuff like that. So that's basically our agenda. We just want to cover topics that are AV related. So that's about it.
And then if it's regarding agenda of the episode, again, this is just part 1 of a part 2 series of ISE. Since ISE is at the end of the month, we want to kind of put a spotlight on it. It is a very one of the largest international show. So yeah, so part one will just be a general overview of ISE, the history of it, where it's going to be at, anything, the new events that will be happening at the show. And then episode 2, which will be on the 25th, January 25th, we will be leaving a few days after that, actually, to go to Barcelona.
Like 3 days
so we'll
after,
have 3 days, okay. So we'll have one more live stream. We could fit one in prior to the show. That one will be more BZB centric. We'll concentrate on that show on what solutions we'll be bringing, all the new toys and the activities, any giveaways, information for that we might be holding, and then whatnot, and maybe just some past experiences also from ISE 2023. Maybe show some cool things from last year's show, or stories, from outside of the show.
Yeah, to answer your question, we have covered a little bit about AI. That is something that is continuing to be developed a lot. We're actually going to talk a little bit more about that later this episode, because there's another trade show going on that we're going to talk about, and that has been being featured heavily in that trade show.
Yes. So AI, yep, AI. I mean, we do have, we are proud to be one of the companies in the forefront of AI development for PTZ cameras. So we have AI auto tracking in our, like our award-winning Adamo, flagship Adamo 4K and Adamo Junior cameras, 4K and the 1080p version. So yeah, we can discuss. We might touch on that later, but definitely in episode 2 on the 25th, we will be highlighting that, because that will be one of the main products we'll be bringing to the show.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's get back into ISE. Sorry.
So ISE, yeah.
My brain is all over the place today.
Yeah, no, this is good. I mean, it's like, I like these podcasts. They're good to just kind of speak of what's your mind. I mean, we do have topics, but it's always good it's okay to go off topic, or indulge in other side interesting off topic stuff.
Absolutely.
As well.
So for those of you guys who might not know what ISE is, who might be new to ISE, like myself, I am new to ISE. I have never been.
Oh, that's right.
What can we expect?
So if you are new, okay, yeah, if you scroll, yeah, I'm looking at that page as well down. If you go down, they have a checklist. So they have so many different, because Pro AV and system integration, they cover so many. I mean, not just audio or video, right? So I mean, if you look at this list, they have everything from lighting to education, to control systems, to man, you name it. So it's very similar to the North America's largest Pro AV show, which is Infocom, which we will be going later this year as well. But for ISE, so many different cool products. I mean, Matt, I know this is going to be your first time in Barcelona.
Would you say it's closer to Infocom than NAB?
Yeah, definitely, because NAB is more broadcasting show. I mean, they still highlight Pro AV, because Pro AV and broadcasting are intertwined, basically, right? But so NAB would be closer to IBC. IBC is another international. That's an international broadcasting show that is in Amsterdam. So similar to the one that we just went to last. When was IBC? September. September.
Like ISE, you're going to see a lot more of the kind of big business focused type deals, instead of like where it is an NAB. It's like, yeah, there's a whole lot of really big stuff that's like for giant broadcasting companies, but there's also a lot of cool small things for like the individual, right? So like if you're just a one-man show and you like to do video content, there's a lot of stuff for you there at NAB. But if you were to go to Infocom and you're in the same situation, maybe not so much, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. You got that correct. Yeah. I mean, like you said, anything from small, like from residential, solutions all the way to the big corporate, hospital campuses, and things like that. So yeah, you'll see some massive. I remember last ISE, just the presentation of the people's booths, right? Like the solutions, the new gear that they have. It's just overwhelming at times. You know, it's very you get blown away by everything, but man, it's just a lot to take in. And but it's fun. It's real fun to walk the floor. I wish that we had more time. I was so busy last year that I was pretty much just stuck at our exhibit. You know, I mean, except for restroom breaks and lunch. Or there are a few times when we did have to shoot with our partners. You know, so we traveled.
Well, we'll be doing that again this year, so don't you worry.
I know. So I'll be working with you closely, Matt, at this show, since you'll be going. This will be your first time, so
we've already
I'll
been
hold your hand a
those
little.
emails out, getting stuff set up. So I mean, if you're interested in more content regarding ISE, Tintin, just stay tuned on our BZB TV account here, because we're gonna have some more content coming from the show itself.
Yes, definitely.
Speaking of, I'm going to see something. I'm going to go into our YouTube real quick, because if we have it, I would like to show it, because, you know, I haven't been there. You guys have been there. And I think some of our audience probably hasn't been there. But, you know, let's kind of get a little bit of a visual regarding, you know, what this kind of thing looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can go ahead and share this real quick. So, you know, this is just one of our videos that you could expect from last year. Specifically, this was from last year.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to talk about it. I don't think they're going to get audio.
Is there audio? Oh, okay. I can. Oh, that's me. I can say. I think I remember.
This is just kind of like a B-roll of everything from 2023.
I could do a voiceover. You want me to do a voice? I could try to match what I'm saying in.
But I mean, yeah, this is just kind of like an idea of what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. This was HD Base T. That was their power wall. So again, this year's show, we have a few solutions that'll be up on their power wall. It's a really cool feature that they have. They kind of showcase like the big players in the HD Base T.
Gus.
Oh, there's Gus. Yep, Gus from Audinate. There you go, rocking the drums. It was cool. He had that set up for latency purposes, just to kind of show from signal extenders that there is really zero latency with their solutions. So he was playing like kind of like what we were doing prior to the show. Matt and I were testing the audio. There was a little delay, so I was clapping, or and it was a little delayed, so we had to kind of tweak the settings. So now it's fine. And yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of that was our last year's booth, our exhibit last year. There's a Cyclops conferencing solutions. There's HD Base T as well.
Our booth is going to look entirely different this year.
It is. I mean, I don't even have
some really cool stuff this year. We're not going to talk about it any more than what I just said, because that's going to be saved for the next episode.
Okay, good idea. I was about to blurt out. Okay, good idea. Good idea. We gotta reel them in for part 2.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of show off a little bit of what to expect, because if you guys, it helps a little bit to put some visual to what we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. And then I mean, and also like all our content is up there right now at on our YouTube tech channel, BZB TV. So just search for ISE 2023. You'll see all our footage from last year, all our videos. We had I think we did not do a live stream at the show, but we had I don't believe we did. Okay, but we did release videos through all days of the show. So if you guys cannot make it, to Barcelona, you could live vicariously through our channel. And this is this
is just from the new to ISE page on their website. So
okay.
Just some more look at what was going on last year, and
so I mean,
keep in mind, all of those numbers that they just showed on the screen, it's going to be 17% larger. So it's going to be even bigger.
Yeah. See, they had so many. They had a game Yeah, they had the gaming section. The
The
DeLorean. They did. Oh, I forgot about that. I know. I like watching these like recaps of last year that they put just to see if we are included. Like if you see, one of our faces or our logo or booth in the background.
Yeah, there's going to be so many people there, there, including us. So should definitely go. Joel, is there anything else we're missing regarding ISE?
The new things. I think I brought up all the new things. This is going to be larger. They are going to have some I guess new experiences. Like for instance, a conference program produced by Avixa and CDA. So they'll have exclusive sessions, CDS Smart Home Technology Conference, and Tech Talks. And then they'll also have a thing called Tech Tours, which will be showcasing behind the scenes of all the incredible AV installations on the show floor. So it's probably like peel back the curtain, see how everything is put together. Because I mean, you do see it is a lot of work. I mean, like we've been to a few shows where we go in the days prior just to help set up, and it's just very bare, and it's all skeleton bones, and but once the day show starts, it's like, man, it's like you're in a different multiverse now.
Two more halls.
Yes, sir. 2 more halls. Just we did mention that earlier. Hall 1 and 4.
To do.
A lot of walking, yes. So make sure you guys, we have comfortable walking shoes. I'm glad our boss, he doesn't force us to wear like those just hard dress shoes. Wear something nice. We're all in unison. We'll have our company gear, but then if you just have some comfortable shoes. If we have Matt, maybe if he's watching right now, if we can have some type of the cushioning, on the floor cushioning, that help. Nobody thinks. Everyone just thinks, that it's just cushion. That doesn't really help.
The small things at these.
It is. It is
that make you appreciate it, right? Like just having a place to sit at your booth.
Oh, yeah.
Like huge difference.
Yeah.
You don't think
just the rest of your feet, Yeah, because I mean, standing. Absolutely. I'd rather kind of be. Sometimes I think I do prefer like what you did when you were at our last trade show. You were shooting a lot of video with partners, so you were at the booth, but then you were walking to different exhibits throughout the show. But you're active, right? So some people are like, oh, but you're just standing there, like it won't be that tiring. Your feet won't hurt, but no, they do. I think plus because you're just standing stationary in one spot. As opposed to what you're doing, you're getting the blood circulating through your legs, So
beanbags and beer will have people at your booth. I 100% agree, Justin. 100% agree. I remember at Infocom. Oh man, why am I forgetting the name of the booth that was right next to us, Joel? Like the big booth. It was a German company. They do a bunch of communications devices. Anyways,
I forget, but
the last day they had Stella Artois on tap and freshly made pretzels, and
I missed.
They were just getting swarmed at the booth, absolutely. Beanbags and beer, you can't go wrong.
That is a good idea.
It is, especially because I mean. I've heard, and I don't know if this is true, but I've heard at European trade shows that beer is a little bit more common on the trade show floor.
Yeah. So that was one of the things actually that I noticed, or that we all noticed at the last one was IBC. So it's still a European show. Typically, the shows that we go to are just Vegas or in Florida. But after IBC, people were just kind of hanging around still. I mean, at the US shows, even like an hour after, you can still have people, in. But then I noticed with the IBC, everyone is still drinking realizing it was still like the show was still going on, but everybody was just relaxed, eating snacks and hors d'oeuvres and wine and beer. So it was a very social, social event. And I just I thought that was refreshing. It was pretty cool to see.
I'm looking forward to getting some tapas. But
yeah. Yes.
Yes, we will definitely be indulging. But let's go ahead and talk about the other trade show that happens to be going on right now, because there's some really cool stuff that's going on right now. Not necessarily directly related to what we're doing, but it's CES. You are going to see some AV stuff there. You're seeing a lot of technology stuff going on there, different displays, new, a lot of AI stuff, and even some new computer components. I mean, there's tons of really cool stuff going on right now, Joel. I think you've been the one paying the most attention to CES. So I don't know if you've got a few things that you want to share regarding it.
Just a few things. I just thought that it would be interesting it would be fun to bring up CES because I mean it's another the largest consumer tech show, right, in the world, and it's going on right now as we speak. It just started on the 9th, I believe, on Tuesday, and it's running until tomorrow. So I think they're on day 3 right now. I always wanted to. I've never been to CES. Trying to get Boss Man to to try to take us there one of these years. But even just as a visitor to go like on your own time, man, I always wanted to. You see all the cool stuff, man, like all the newest, everything from the latest like AV and broadcasting stuff, but also to EV cars, entertainment, game systems, toasters,
augmented reality,
yeah. Music, movies, like all of that pop culture stuff too. It's kind of reminds me of Comic-Con a bit. Well, Comic-Con's not tech, but Comic-Con started off as, I guess, mainly just comic books, right? But then it kind of evolved and grew into this just it covers all pop culture stuff now, right? Like not just comic books, it's movies and all entertainment and everything. So so CES, it's man. Oh, so
and
that's
apparently
one of
Sony has a car now.
I was gonna bring up. Okay, so yeah, I mean, there's a few like cool things. I just kind of picked what I kind of piqued my interest. Well, this first one was I guess it's a car by Sony and Honda, and so they showed, and I guess they brought the car onto the stage and you could control it with a PS5 controller. I don't know if you can drive the car like that, but yeah, it has
Something tells me that might not be the greatest idea.
Yeah, I know, right? Like a game controller.
What happens if it dies? Like in the middle of driving.
You need a charger. But I don't know. I think it's just I thought it was fascinating because Sony, obviously they're the company that made Gran Turismo the game, right? Like how many ever years ago. And they actually had a movie out recently on the Gran Turismo game, and it's based on the true story how they Sony hired a gamer as opposed to a professional driver to race their cars. So they got like a pro gamer that races cars, right? Just simulations, but he's not an actual race car driver. But they chose him. That movie just goes through his journey to becoming, a champion racer. So I think they're kind of just playing off that, with the Sony car. So I interested to see how this EV will. I mean, EVs like the that's where we're going right now too. So. We'll see how that works. The strongest beer you can. I'm always squinting because my monitor and my eyes are bad.
I'll read it for you. The strongest beer you can buy in stores in Norway is 4.7% alcohol. So, Joe,
so they kind of
is 4.7% like a lot?
Huh. I mean, well,
I'm not
I
a
did
beer
notice
guy.
when we were in because we went to IBC, and then after I stayed over to take a vacation, a bit of vacation. So we went to like Belgium and then Germany for Oktoberfest. We visited some of our friends there. Um, I did notice, yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem too heavy. I kind of thought it was more refreshing over there. I really like the beer a little more. Even like the dark beers. I don't really like stouts or like the heavy beers. But they had me try one, and it had I forgot what they said, like chocolate notes or something like that. And typically at like those beers over here, it's a little too much for me. But it was just very subtle, like the notes that chocolate notes that they had in there. That it wasn't too heavy. The taste was subtle, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, definitely, Matt. We gotta try. We gotta go out and try a bunch of beers. Maybe go bar hopping or something. It'll be fun.
Justin has a comment 4.7
Oh,
with the crying emoji. Need to get you guys to Ireland for some craft beer. I wouldn't be opposed. I would not be opposed. I'm not a big beer drinker, but I'm always down to try something new. Actually, one of the things that I want to bring up is something that I've been seeing in the CES space that's kind of been interesting. I don't know how much this is going to be seen moving forward, but the new thing seems to be
I did see that.
transparent TVs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is crazy, right?
It's kind of weird, kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Interesting that you brought this up at IBC. That this was one of the things that they premiered. That I don't know if it was just at that show they just started premiering it, but at least for me, I've never even saw anything close to resembling this. Yeah, it was like a window, but then they had the programming just full HD, very clear, right on that display. So I did see there were a number of transparent LCD. Displays at IBC. So and it's
I
at
think we might have
CES.
seen some at Infocom because I remember going by. It might have been the LG booth.
It might have been okay.
But they had. I guess it was transparent displays. It wasn't really being used as a TV. It was more being used as like digital signage.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
I guess it's being adapted to the consumer TV market now. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I was reading.
I wonder what kind of
that
doors
was
that would
on one of my
open
lists,
for
that transparent TV, and they said it has some type of effect where if you say you put it in front of a window, you don't have to worry about it blocking your view, so you could put the TV anywhere now. But then when you have it on, they said you can have it clear, like how you had in your those images. You could have the TV with a clear and it's still running, or you can have it with a traditional black background. But when it's clear, it gives off like a holographic effect or something. I couldn't really tell. I couldn't get the full experience just by looking at a photo. But they're just explaining how they were viewing it at the show. It looked like that. So yeah, I don't know. Very interesting, huh?
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to work for stuff like video walls. What does that look like? A transparent video wall like that? That would be very interesting. That might be something that we maybe we need to acquire some for some research and development purposes.
Oh yeah, I know. Make a note.
Another thing that you just sent me, actually, I'll go ahead.
Okay, so this is more of a.
Put this up.
Do you remember? Heelys shoes? Heelys.
Yeah.
Heely. Heely. Okay, so these shoes, I think they still sell them. I remember they came out when I was still like in middle school, but they had one wheel on the back, on the heel. Hence the name Heelys. And then those you kind of just lift your toe up, and then you could kind of scoot on by. Here, I guess these are called footsies, or no. But then the wheels, I guess there's wheels that go across, 6 wheels, all on the bottom. It's so I was reading it. It's mainly designed for factory or warehouse workers who walk on their feet all day and walk around, back and forth a lot. These they said you can walk up to 3 times faster with these. They go about 7 miles an hour. That's equivalent to like a jogger. And 1 hour battery life. Price tag's a little hefty though. It's about 1,400. So
I think it was 1,400 is what it said.
Yeah. Unless you want, I wonder if you could buy just one for $700 and just use one. Just use one.
These are still popular with kids in Ireland, breaking kids' ankles for the past decade. I'd totally. I think I've
That's what I always
here too. I mean,
do you have a pair?
No, I don't have a pair. I had a pair when I was a kid. I definitely don't have a pair right now. That would be a recipe.
I never even had one as a kid. I always wanted. I thought those were so cool. Like going to class and like your classmates like rolling by, literally. Like, oh, how you doing that? So I just thought, that was cool. That's not one of the high tech, because there's all types of tech. There's the overall, cool.
That's the whole thing about CES is it is literally consumer electronics. It is everything. You see a lot of really cool big stuff, but like it even gets down to some of the really cool stuff. So I mean, stuff that you would just use in your daily life, like computer components, because that's definitely where I live. Is I do a lot of stuff on the computer. I love messing around with my computer and making it more efficient. So new technology on that front is always something I'm interested in.
That was actually one of the one of the things that I saw a lot for CES. The top products that people were talking about was gaming monitors, like you mentioned, and like keyboards and hard drives, stuff like that. But this one, I thought this one fooled me. I thought the guy
stuff too.
Yeah, this is crazy. So I thought that was actually him. I thought he was just in a box, and I'm like, what
that
are they
actually
trying
reminds
to do?
me. One of the things that I did see coming out of CES is there's a holographic Mario that they were showing off.
A Mario?
And it is bad. Yeah, like Mario, as in like the video game Mario.
Yeah.
It's bad. It is so bad. It's one of those.
What you mean, like bad? Like it's bad, like badass?
Like it's Sonic before they did Sonic bad.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant.
Yeah, no. It's like they needed to rethink this one.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I mean, like I did see stuff like that there too. Like you mentioned the last show, similar stuff like this with the holographic, or VR and AR stuff.
Yeah.
Those are always really, really big. And then I guess just one last one I wanted to share here from our fellow tech enthusiast influencer, from Evan, from Twitter. So he posted he posted a funny caption of this new contraption that they have. He simply says, "What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?" So this
we're finally getting flying vehicles.
Yeah. I mean, we're supposed to have it. I mean, per
we're
Doc
about to start
Brown
living the Jetsons life.
Yeah. And I know, per Doc Brown and Marty, I mean, we're supposed to have flying cars and flying skateboards already by 2000. I think it was by 20 years ago we should have had it, right? And so I commend them for still trying to get that the flying portable flying mobile vehicles going on. So hopefully that does take off.
1 second, I have somebody who wants to take or make a quick little cameo.
Matt, I was gonna Mateo, when are you planning to take down your Christmas tree? Because I know after New Year's, I still have mine at home.
At least probably February. Probably February.
Yeah, because I like your tree in the back. That's why. In your background.
Well, I thought my little puppy, and by little puppy I mean my 70-pound puppy, was going to come make an appearance, but she just wanted to look out the window and then she walked out. So
I wanted to say hi too. Do you have that picture? Can we show the audience?
you know,
She is
let
very
me
huge
grab
now.
it really quick.
How
She
old did
is
you say
very
she is
large
now?
now. She is just over a year. Tally is
Okay.
just over a year.
I think
But the
she'll
picture
grow
they're
up.
talking about, I was just get some work done on the chair, and she decided to kind of hop up behind me and just sit on the back of it. So let me grab it really fast.
Yeah, I think she's only 1, so I think they grow till like 2, right? So she's
Yeah,
still growing?
they say about 1.5 to 2 years is when they kind
Okay.
of stop growing.
Oh man. I've never had a dog that big.
A big old dog. Big old Bernedoodle.
What's her name again? Oreo? Oh no.
Tally.
Tally. What kind of dog is that again?
She's the Bernedoodle, a Bernese Mountain Dog poodle mix.
Oh, okay. Wow. And as a puppy, she was already. I remember you showing pictures when she was a puppy, and I was
she used to
like,
be
"That's a
tiny,
full-grown
man.
dog. That's a full-grown dog already. That's not a puppy."
Well, when we got her, she was like 13 pounds, but now she's 70, so she's grown a lot. But
70. Wow.
I think that
Do you
about
let her
covers
sleep
it
on the
for
bed?
everything. Huh? What's up?
Do you let her sleep on furniture on the bed,
Yeah.
or you? Okay.
Not like
Yeah.
I could really stop her from doing it anyways. She's gonna do what she wants. And when you lay down, she'll like hop up right next to you, and then she doesn't just gently lay down. She just
Like, all her body weight.
Yeah. It's cute. It's funny, but sometimes you're like, really? I was about to fall asleep. Yeah.
I know giants, they don't know their strength. You know, like Shaq. I bet you Shaq, he just
All right. Well, I think that covers it for everything that we wanted to talk about today. But for the next live stream, again, we'll be talking about our game plan, what we're bringing, what you can expect from us, some of the cool stuff that we'll be doing, and just kind of more specifics about ISE and how it pertains to us. So, Joel, did I miss anything?
No, I mean, that's about it. ISE will be at in Barcelona, Spain, at the historic Gran Via. I forgot how you say it. But it'll be, at the historic venue from January. What are the dates? I forgot.
It is the 30th through the 2nd, I believe.
30th to February 2nd at the Fira de Barcelona complex. We will be at, if you could put up our booth info, Mateo, por favor. We will be in Hall 5, booth 5H200. If you will be traveling to Barcelona, or you're already in the area and you are planning to go to the show, please use our guest passcode. You will receive free entry for the event. And I will not attempt to recite the passcode. I'll let you guys read it. It's
yeah, sorry, I was bad. I forgot to pre-download this. It's the one thing I forgot to do. But
oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. So, yep, Hall 5, 5H200. This will be our largest booth to date. It'll be much larger than last year's ISE booth. So, so I mean, if you guys are in town, please, we'd love to meet you guys, have you guys meet our team and see our new solutions. We'll have a lot, again, like in part 2, we'll dive into this more, but we will have a lot of cool stations set up demo stations, get your firsthand experiences, a giveaway. So a lot of fun stuff.
Joel,
A lot of fun.
Save it for the next one.
All right.
You guys
So
are
yeah,
giving away spoilers.
Make sure you guys tune in to the next episode, January 25th, in 2 Thursdays from today. And you will get a deep dive into our exhibits. And maybe even follow us right onto the plane right after the episode. We'll be heading over to Barcelona for not right after, but yeah, that would be fun. I think another new event I forgot to mention for ISE 2024 this year is a very cool, I guess, a light art festival that they have. It won't be at the venue. It'll be, I forgot where they said exactly, but they have a lot of local, artists that put it together. And it's supposed to be some extravagant. I'm picturing something like at Disneyland, like Disneyland, the light show.
Oh, like you're thinking like
that.
Fantasia.
Maybe, yeah, something cool. So so that'll be another very awesome new thing to check out at this year's show. But I mean, that's it for us for now. Next episode will be a deeper dive, and hope you guys can.
It'll be that thing that you were talking about. It'll be the Loom BCN Lights Art Festival.
Oh yes,
which
LLUM.
is sponsored by ISE, and it'll be taking place on the 2nd through the 4th of February. So it's going to be just bringing general light and art to the streets in the Poblano area. Admission is going to be free, so definitely consider going. It's going to be pretty cool, judging from some of the stuff that I've seen.
Maybe bring a coat for Justin.
Always bring a coat.
Bring a coat out to that light show if you guys do travel outside.
Yep. And thank you to Justin and Tintin for interacting with the stream. We really enjoyed it. We hope to see you guys in the next episode, and we will see everybody else in the next episode of our live stream. So have a great end of your guys' week. I hope you have a good weekend, and we will see you guys next time.
Yes. Happy New Year, everyone.